Alright guys, welcome back to the Digi Bros. As you can see, Victor's decked himself out. Let's see if it counts for anything.
Done a few things to try to help myself out here.
Well, you're not fat rolling, you've got all that armor.
See, I took my hat off.
I see. That is one weird mishmash of armor styles.
So, took my strongest chest piece with the most lightning resistance, and I upgraded that a bit so that hopefully we'll be able to eat some hits a little bit better. I turned my claymore into a lightning claymore, so hopefully that'll do a little bit more damage. And I put a shield on so I can eat a little bit of damage. All in an attempt
basically,
to just
no
get a little
faith in your ability to dodge attacks. Just all.
Well, there's certain attacks where it gives you a big advantage if you can just like eat a tiny bit of like that, where it's like, you know, I had dodged and then I didn't see the next hit coming, and so I got to protect myself a little bit. And I realized something I had forgotten to get earlier in the game that would have helped me out a lot for the build I've been trying to do is this shield that boosts your stamina recovery. And without that, it's really super fucking hard to play the way I've been playing. And I keep forgetting to try to go like back and get that.
Where is it?
I think it's in the Dark Root Basin, like the forest place towards the beginning. But yeah, playing this way is hard as shit without that. Fuck!
Do you want to try to go back and get it along with Havel's Ring?
That'll take a long time. I guess we could do that if we want.
I mean, it's up to you if you think you can beat Ornstein and Smough. You have not been doing shit to them.
Yeah, I should probably go get that stuff.
Oh, yeah, well, it's time
that could be
for
fun. I mean,
fast
this is part of playing
yeah,
Dark Souls.
It is. Yeah, I guess it's
part of the experience
from what you were just doing, which was just.
I mean, I guess if you're watching this to watch me rush through Dark Souls, then
no one's watching this to watch you rush through Dark Souls.
Yeah, most people probably aren't even watching, so let's just pretend like we're still playing the game the normal way.
Alright, hey everybody, it's Dark Souls.
Yeah.
This is totally exactly everything.
Yeah,
I mean, it is the gameplay experience. We never said this was a speed run or a skill run or
which it
anything
hasn't been at all. So let's go back to Sen's Fortress.
It says Talk.
I'm gonna try real hard not to get any bonfires on the whole way back here, so I don't have to go back through Sen's Fortress to come back to Anor Londo.
What is the lore reason that these things help you?
Fuck if I know. I don't remember. I'm sure fucking someone can explain it.
Yeah.
Better than I can.
Find me a Vadi Vidya.
Vadi Vidya.
Vadi Vidya.
Oh. Problem with going back and doing this is I can't teleport back.
The lighting is completely different from the cutscene.
Yeah, that's weird. just ignore that. Actually, there's shortcuts to Sen's Fortress, so it wouldn't be too hard to get back here.
Yeah, fuck you.
Woo!
So, you said we were going to talk about stuff while we do this, so what do you want to talk about, bro? Bro? Did you, bro? Did you, bro? Did you, bro? Did you, city boy?
Shitty boy?
Do you have any ideas?
No.
You know, it's relaxing playing video games with just you.
Yeah. I've started to feel that vibe of like, we have our main series of me and you playing, and then you have like the frustrating series of playing with everyone else.
Which I think that's a big part of why I feel like it was such a mistake to do The Last Zelda with everyone.
Yes.
Because The Last Zelda, I don't know how viewers are going to react, if anyone's going to feel any differently, but we fucking hated the last dungeon of Zelda because there was 4 of us and we were all drunk and it was super fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like the hottest day of all time. And we were all just yelling and going crazy and losing our minds.
Sucked.
And it was like, this is not really the vibe that the Zelda playthrough had up until then, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Alright, I'll save here.
And yeah, as I've been doing other playthroughs, I kind of, it's sort of, because with Game Grumps, they have, you know, Game Grumps and then Steam Train / Grumpcade, where it's like 2 videos a day of just Aaron and Dan, which are amazing, and then the Grumpcade and Steam Train videos, which are usually atrocious, because Ross is just intolerable when he's talking about anything that's not animation, or when he's, it really depends on the person combination. Aaron and Ross is not the worst, Ross and anyone else is the worst. But yeah, so Digibro and Pals is like the Grumpcade of the Digibro channel. But it's
Just
not
start
as,
labeling
not as
them
bad
as
as
Digibro
that.
and Pals.
I think me and Brandon Tolentino also make it. They are called that.
Yeah,
they're called Digibro and Friends.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, they're not called Digibros. It's a whole different show. I
That's
always
cool.
say, welcome to Digibro and Friends. So, yeah. And
well, I'm never here for those, so I don't know what you say.
you've watched the first 4 Star Fox videos, haven't you? They're all called Digi and Friends, and we start off, welcome to Digibro and Friends, or Digibro and Pals.
Whatever.
Yeah, you don't watch them, do you?
I watched a couple of them. But
There's
it's
only
just
like 4 out, maybe 5.
Yeah.
There's 5 now. I really like those. Both the Star Fox Assault one is gonna be hilarious because it's all filmed on a CRT. Everyone always says that they just listen to these anyway, so hopefully no one will care. But the discussions were really good. I really enjoyed the Star Fox Assault playthrough, but the footage is complete garbage. And then we did Crash Bandicoot, and chances are Crash Bandicoot's releasing at the same time as this, or maybe it just started or something. And you all know the fresh hell that was the Crash Bandicoot playthrough.
The fresh hell.
But it was less chaotic than the Zelda one, where with Zelda it was just
too many people.
Yeah. Well, there were 5 people in the room for the first few Crash Bandicoot recordings.
Oh my god.
But Donson and Shade weren't saying anything. They were just watching.
Yeah.
But like, it's not as chaotic, but it's infinitely more, oh my god, we fucking lost
I just
it.
knocked that motherfucker off a cliff. Fuck yeah.
We weren't even drunk for that. It was just pure,
I got the grass
unbridled
crest shield.
misery.
This is the shield I was talking about. Now I can have my stamina recovery.
But yeah, I like when me and you play. It's there's not a lot of emotions to it, especially with Dark Souls, and you're not bad enough to make it like, oh god, but you're not good enough to be like riding high.
Yes.
It's just a very casual playthrough.
Feels chill. It's relaxing playing this game for me. Like,
right.
It's a very
which is the
zen
complete
game.
opposite of how I feel about this game when I play.
Well, it's because you're not used to it. Or it's one of those things where it feels like routine and like you're doing something that you love to do and it's like playing Phantasy Star Online where you just kind of zone out and you're just playing the game
Phantasy
and
Star
enjoying
Online
yourself.
I feel that way about.
Exactly, because you played it enough. If you played this enough, you'd
Victor,
feel that way.
Please tell me we can play Phantasy Star Online on this show.
That would be good. If we played with Brandon, for sure.
But like, because the only reason not to do it is because what we realized when we did GameCube chats is that you have to play the same levels over and over again.
No one's been watching the video.
Right.
Well, at least most people.
Well, I mean, if you're confident about it, then I could totally, because I feel like I brought this up before and you were like, no way.
I did, but that was like before we were like
before we'd done a lot of them, yeah. Well, because like, because we did 6 episodes for GameCube chats, and the style of GameCube chats was that I was editing the videos to cut out all the silence or parts where we weren't like funny, which I mean, I guess it's weird to me that was a thing, like, because we've had such an easy time of talking constantly through all these videos that it's like, why did we need that before? But I guess we just weren't as good at it back then. I mean, I was not nearly as experienced.
And you were playing the game.
Right, well, that too.
That's part of, like, do you want to play Phantasy Star Live? Will you be able to talk through it?
I think I can. It's not a game that takes a lot of concentration.
I got Havel's ring! We did the things we said we were going to do! And it took no time at all!
Yeah, it didn't take that long.
Because I'm strong enough to kill those guys really easily.
Well, yeah, good time.
Let's see if we can put on some better shit.
You did not equip his ring yet.
I did.
Well, yeah, it's a mid-roll. It's not magic. There you go.
Yes!
Alright.
Now I can wear his legs, that gives me a big armor boost.
Okay. And that shield boosts your recovery of stamina.
Look how much faster it goes.
Whoa.
So now it's like I can actually
now we're cooking with
roll
gas.
away and then not be fucking doomed.
Now
shit, we're gonna kill like Moonlight Butterfly
cooking
while we're
with,
over here.
I should say now we're cooking with charcoal. Because you know that there was that episode of King of the Hill where they start cooking with charcoal and they realize it tastes way better than propane.
Have
you seen that
yeah,
one?
where it's just like existential crisis.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
That was fucking amazing. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we were fucking talking about. Phantasy Star Online, yeah.
Phantasy Star Online.
We released 6 episodes, and it was like, I had forgotten that you have to replay levels in that. So, like, when we got to the point where it was like, oh, we beat Forest and Cave, and now we have to do Forest again because we're not high enough leveled, it was like, oh, right. You have to constantly replay levels in this.
Yeah.
So, from my perspective then, I was like, this isn't entertaining. No one wants to watch this.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. From the perspective of no one watches this anyways, it's like 100 people who just listen to it like a podcast, and we could probably play that game for the rest of our lives.
Oh, God. It would make way too many videos.
It would make like a couple hundred videos.
Oh, God.
It would be...
Especially if we went all the way and tried to get to, like, ultimate mode and shit.
I feel like if we did that game, it would no longer be, like, a 20 minutes a day thing. It would turn into, like, an hour a day thing.
Just do it by, like, we break
lifestyle.
after each level. And then we could... Because if we break after each level, then we could actually, like, take the time to do our, like... basically grindy activities without it being filled.
That's true.
Because we really don't need to do all that. That's part of what I said before. Is like we don't need all the hours we're gonna spend in shops and like selling and doing shit like that.
Yeah, that was part of the problem before.
It's always the problem.
It's Digi Bros. I mean, GameCube Chats is funny because like the mindset I had was cut out everything because that's what Two Best Brothers do.
Yeah.
Or Two Best Friends play rather, not Two Best Brothers. That's T-Bab. Two Best Friends play is like just the comedy, but like they first of all, I hate that show. Most of it's not funny, and when it is funny, they're like actively making jokes, and ours was just. Like, it was just jarring and confusing because it would cut to random points. You didn't really have a frame of reference for what was going on.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I don't really understand the context of the current situation. I don't know who's winning or what's happening.
Are we doing
good?
Yeah.
All that shit came to life. That would have scared the tits off me if I didn't, like,
know
any better.
This place is pretty, like, when I first came through here, I was just like, I can't fight anything, the stone guys are too hard, just run. Which is funny, because you're supposed to do this, like, fairly early. Like, it's supposed to be, you're just kind of gonna wander over and find the Moonlight Butterfly, because the Moonlight Butterfly is really weak.
Right.
So it's like, you can do this pretty early game, but the stone guys are fucking hard as hell to kill. Or at least it's just time-consuming.
What a cool game. I wish I liked it.
Fight the butterflies. I mean, you can be like Brandon. He's just like, I appreciate these games for what they are, but I would never play them.
It's just such
It's
a
not
weird
his genre.
It's such a weird like turning point I had to go through of like a long time of saying like Dark Souls is probably like my favorite game, but I just need to play it to finally reach the point of like I don't even like this game. Like I love this game, but I don't like this game. Like
it's like the idea of it.
This is never gonna get fun for me. It's never gonna be something that I can just like casually play. It's always gonna be stressful. And like I had that mindset of like one day I'll dedicate my time to getting good at it. It's like that day is never coming.
Yes.
Because even if I think it's possible I could dedicate my time to a game, but it would have to be one that was not this hard, that I could like beat on normal mode and then learn it on normal mode and then play it on hard mode kind of thing. You know? Like learn the strats and all that.
Should really just go back and start with Demon Souls and really learn the grind. Something about that game, I don't know what made it just so mesmerizing to me when I first played it. It was because it was nothing we'd ever seen before.
Right.
And then it was just like my drive to get through it was so incredible. Where it's like I really was just so into the aesthetic and like the way it felt.
Well, a big part of it was like everyone was playing it at once because everyone had PS3s at the time. That's another part of what sucked about Dark Souls 2 and now Bloodborne is that like
we don't get to play it at once and have the whole experience like that.
With Dark Souls 2 is because everyone's PS3 was fucking broken.
Yeah.
With Bloodborne it's because it's on PS4 and only Donson has one. But with Demon Souls and Dark Souls, like it was you, our friend Brando, and Donson all had PS3s, all played it at once. And like you could play together, and you and Brando played a lot in the same room.
We'd listen to Misfits all night.
Right, and it was always
forever.
Always listening to fucking Famous Monsters. When I think of Demon Souls, I think of Famous Monsters, like automatically. Like the second you said Demon Souls in my head, I was we're hunting humans. Whoa. So
there's another thing of with Demon Souls, it's kind of easier to tolerate the death and the grind of it because you know there's only like 12 levels. Right. And it's like getting through those 12 levels is the whole game. So it's like, of course, each level is going to be really hard and it's going to take you forever.
The last time
but you know there's when it's going to end.
The only level I've ever beaten in Demon Souls is 1-1. And I've tried all the other levels you can do at that
They're
time.
so hard because you really have to grind
impossible.
and like learn the game.
I can never beat 1-2. I can never beat 2-1. I can never beat 3-1, 4-1, or 5-1. 5-1 I would look at and go, no. That's the gross one, right? The like
that one's pretty cool.
Like the Blighttown-esque. I would just be like...
Except the aesthetic of that one's like even cooler than Blighttown.
Yeah, it's cooler looking.
And the last boss there was pretty awesome.
But it's such a clusterfuck.
Yes.
It's like, what am I fucking looking at right now?
But Demon Souls is definitely like, it gives you a bunch of stuff and it just says, throw yourself at it. Throw yourself at it until you figure it out. And you're like, alright. let me see what works and what doesn't work. Homeward bone the fuck out of here. I keep forgetting I can do this.
Oh yeah.
Man, I really didn't need to rest at the bonfire. I could have teleported back to Anor Londo because I haven't died since I've been out of there.
Nope.
Since I've been gone.
Oh. Good.
Yes. I didn't intend to keep
What
going
did the Moonlight Butterfly give you?
Some souls.
That's it.
Oh, it gave me the Divine Ember and like a key. But I don't really need those.
Why did you fight it? Just for souls?
To go do it.
I
just
see.
to be like, hey, look, it's the Moonlight Butterfly. We're beating the bosses.
We're in its area.
Like,
we're in
I like to go fight all the bosses when I play Dark Souls. It's fun to me.
It's more like a...
The Souls
well, we probably weren't going to beat Ornstein and Smough by the end of this episode, so we might as well get something.
I was also going to go in the catacombs
and do that. You're going to do all that shit?
Well, because I can go get the Mask of Mother, and that'll also help my endurance build. And so it'll really make me a better guy to fight those dudes. Because I'm not going to be, like, super alert and good at fighting these guys. So I might as well try to buff myself up as much as I can. So that that's going to be the easier way to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's a lot more we can do before we fight them. So we might as well do all the stuff we can do.
What does the Divine Ember do? By giving
I can make holy weapons now. I really need Titanite chunks. No. I just was talking to him.
We're hunting humans, whoa!
The crust of Artorias, then we can go fight the dog.
We're hunting humans, whoa! We're hunting humans, whoa! We're hunting humans. It's killing time every day. It's killing time every day. It's killing time every day. What did you listen to while playing Dark Souls?
A lot of shit. I mean, I've played it so many times. Or fucking this fight, the Ornstein and Smough fight, I always listen to Iron Maiden, and that gets me pumped as hell to do this fight. That's why I was saying we should play Aces High, because it's like, that is my Ornstein and Smough song.
What do you think you listened to the most the first time you played it, though? What would we have been into, circa, what, 2011?
I could have been into Iron Maiden.
It's very possible.
I don't know.
I do remember
usually when I first played through the game, like, I don't listen to a lot of music, so I can get, like, the...
Right.
Like, I had done that with Demon Souls, and then Donson was pissed at me because I didn't, like, hear a lot of, like, cool shit, I guess, that he loved about it.
Well, because Donson is very much an alert gamer, where to him, like, he's always like, oh, if you had heard, then there was an audio signal that he was going to hit you.
And that's definitely true in these games.
Right.
Especially before you know it, where it's like you can hear what's coming.
He always said that because Donson was like a really high-level first-person shooter player.
Yeah.
And he would often like hear people coming up behind him and shit like that, and spin around to shoot him and stuff.
Monster.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's always been someone who has like really high dexterity and really heightened senses.
Yes.
Like he can hear and see everything going on screen. He's always been able to shoot enemies before I even know that anyone's there, you know. And fucking execute.
I don't know if this is fucking half of your set. I'm guessing my boss just listened to finally watched the video I sent her where I'd put Grimes to it.
I see.
Because she's Grimes.
Big Grimes fan.
It's one of those you can just tell. I saw her post a song on her Facebook, and then I was like, oh, her peach hair and everything makes sense now. She has a Grimes aesthetic.
A Grimes aesthetic.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we should probably end this episode of Digi Bros. Cause what's happening? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? What did you do? Oh my god!
I got killed by a bird.
I didn't look like he killed you. He just picked you up. He thinks you're his egg, I guess. You did it. Alright. This looks familiar. I don't know why it built a nest here. It's the Northern Undead Asylum, the first level in the game. Now it's full of much harder enemies. Yeah. I've been killed by that a lot of times before.
So I actually checked my text from my boss just now about the travel video. And she was commenting, she said that the music was awful, and then when I just sent her, I was like, that's the music that the band was playing that we saw. Like, I used their song to put with the video. She's like, it's terrible. I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do about it? That's their music.
I told you to just set it to some other jazz or something. You know?
I mean, I figured their music, and it's a video featuring them. Like, I only used the one band in it. Like, that seems like an obvious thing to do.
Yeah, but if their music sucks, then you don't want to sell it with that.
I mean, I just took a song from their Bandcamp.
Did you actually pay for it, or was it free?
Tolentino showed me how to get songs from Bandcamp.
You ripped it?
Yes. Hey man, they're fucking local. They should appreciate my publicity.
That's awful. How much were they selling it for?
$1.
You couldn't pay $1 for the
No,
album?
fuck that. This is my job. I don't pay for this shit. They can fucking pay $1 for their fucking music.
That is true. You weren't buying it for your own listening
Exactly.
pleasure. I probably would have bought it just to support local music. You could have.
You didn't even want to be at the festivals to support local music.
You could have wrote it into your costs. Like,
there you go.
Like, yeah,
this $1.
I had to pay $1 for their music.
Well, I'll make them cover the $5 cover charge for the place I went last night. I was like, wow. I wasn't even on a fucking list or nothing. Look at his big ass butt. He's literally got ass cheeks.
So you've been just up in this thing's ass for a while.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's gross.
You gotta
fucking
get up in that ass, Larry.
Ass. Yeah, oh yeah. You should explain that.
That's from Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you wanna have a good laugh, look up "Get Up in That Ass, Larry" on YouTube.
Well, I don't
It's one of the best scenes of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Exactly what he says.
He's like some like neo-Nazi had like pissed Larry David off or something and like offended him, and then his Larry's friend Leroy is telling him like, you gotta like stand up for yourself, you gotta get up in his ass, you gotta like fuck him up, he's all, you gotta open up that ass, you gotta step inside that ass, right? Larry was here, real big on the wall, you gotta eat a Snickers, crumple up the wrapper, just throw it on the ground, Larry, and he's all like, yeah, I'm gonna get up in that ass.
It's truly one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen.
So good.
I gotta send that to Jesse Wood. No one would appreciate that.
Get up in that ass, Larry. And then later, it turns into some ridiculous bullshit.
You missed his crotch. It was right in your face.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
His attack was over. I hate this fucking AoE he does. Shapwang!
Well, this fat fucking thing.
The ancient art of Dark Soulsing.
Dark Souls has a plot?
Ah, fuck.
Indeed. Perhaps if your view had not been obfuscated by myriad deaths, you would have seen...
Ah, fuck. Why did I even bother to drink? No! No!
Fuck,
Don't all of a sudden kick my ass right at the end.
Fuck. Get in that ass, Larry. Get in that ass. Kill him, Terrio.
Shit!
Oh, fuck.
Fucking attack is bullshit.
Drink, Terrio.
What? He's spawning in front of me. I thought it always spawns around his weapon.
You got this, Larry. You got this. Get in
No,
there.
no, 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 no!
Oh, drink. Turn up. Juice. You got the juice. You got the juice.
Oh, shit!
Go!
I killed this big guy for no reason.
Alright, that's the end of this episode, because it's been going on for a fucking while.
I thought we had cut it
Nope.
at the
Nope.
the crow thing.
Nope. I was joking at that.
Oh.